Havana isn't necessary. Just head downtown where the rhythm of Cuba is alive and well. It would be easy to mistake the Victor Social Club for Havana's Hotel Saratoga, but you'd only have to go as far as Hutson Alley.
One thing unique about Hutson Alley, though, it's really right on bustling King Street, but it's a little oasis right off of King Street.
It's owned and operated by local developer Michael Bennett, the founder of Holy City Hospitality that runs 5 eateries on the hidden stretch that connects Hudson and John Streets. But the social club is more than just a tucked-away bar and cigar lounge. It's a nod to Bennett's family history.
The Victor Social Club was a nightclub my father and uncle owned on Haines Street, nearby Hank's Seafood. It was right next to that back in the 50s. And I always heard stories from my uncle and my dad about the Victor Social Club, and it just sounded like such a exotic and unique name that I always kept it in the back of my head that I would reopen something in honor of my father with that name.
Bennett resurrected the institution in a well-preserved building from the 1860s that once warehoused jute bags for the cotton industry.
It's a responsibility because these buildings were here hundreds of years before, in some cases 200 years, but surely 100 years before I had the chance to renovate them. And so really the buildings have a life of their own, and I'm their caretaker while I'm here.
These are really kind of gems because they're a very hard won. That it didn't just fall out of the sky and you decided, hey, I'm going to open up some restaurants here. So this really sounds like it was a labor of love for you.
You know, I've had this plan and I've been implementing it for 25 years. And really, Joe Riley was the man who, when he became mayor 40 years ago, he would tell you to take the 100-year view. Take the 100-year view, and if it ought to be there in 100 years, build it, and build it properly to last more than 100 years. So we've taken that concept into all of the restaurants and hotels and music halls.
Bennett preserved the towering 36-foot ceilings under which a Carrera marble bar hosts guests looking to quench their Cuban tastes. The walls lined with artwork by Charleston's beloved late artist John Doyle. The centerpiece, a painting of Ernest Hemingway on his boat Pilar, fishing for marlin off Cuba's coast. But if Havana is not on your itinerary...
You know, I think you can travel the world right here. You can go to Vincent Chico and go to Italy. You can go to Victor Social Club and go to Cuba. You can go to Coast and go to a classic southern seafood restaurant, and you can go to Rue des Jean and go to a French brasserie without having left the block.
That's right. And you'll be able to try them all next week. Holy City Hospitality is hosting the Taste of Hutson Alley. Tickets include food, wine, and cocktail tastings, and live music.